Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 15 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 15-minute time check, stations.
Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2.
Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat Women's Basketball. Brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, here to help you through all life's events, big and small. Visit rmcu.net to find out more. Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild series. First Interstate Bank, built for you. And by Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of Bobcat Women's Basketball, Daniel Salle.
Bobcat fans, welcome in. Daniel Salle here, coming to you live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth as we get ready for Game 1 for the Bobcats this week of the Big Sky Summit League Challenge, playing host this evening to the Bison of North Dakota State University. The Bobcats entered this game 7-6, 2-0 in Big Sky Conference play on a 4-game winning streak, and tonight is their final game of 5 straight at home. But this Bobcat team is coming fresh off of a 57-43 win over Weber State on Sunday afternoon here at the Brick. And offensively, they started the game hot, went 5 for 5 to open the first quarter, but struggled a little bit offensively in the second half. They had only 5 points scored in the third quarter before tuning things back up in the second half, or in the fourth quarter, and coming through with a 14-point victory. Defensively, they were straight up dominant, and in those 2 games against Idaho State and Weber State over the weekend to open Big Sky play, they held their opponents under a combined 100 points, which is almost unheard of in a 2-game stretch. So tip of the cap to the defensive unit of this Bobcat team. They are really a force to be reckoned with. Tonight is Game 1 of the Summit League Challenge, as I previously mentioned, and for those who aren't following, I mean, it's a clash between 2 conferences, very regionally aligned to be able to do this, and winners of home games will get a point, winners of road games will get 1.5 points, and the tiebreaker at the end of the day will be the margin of victory across men's and women's basketball. So it should be a fun storyline to follow over the next 5 days. Of course, the South Dakota State game coming up on Saturday night as well. But for now, let's break down North Dakota State and see why they're going to be in hot water today, brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. And the Bison of North Dakota State, 6-6 on the year, 1-0 in Summit League play under head coach Jory Collins in his 5th season at the helm. Last year, they were 18-12 and went to the WNIT. Their losses this season have come to teams like Creighton, Minnesota, Iowa State, Harvard, Toledo, and Drake. So some really strong programs, obviously some household Power 5 names there, but also programs like Drake and Toledo who are really strong at the mid-major level. And this is a heavy man defensive team. They're not going to be switching anything. They're going to be, guard you one-on-one and make you beat them that way. They'll throw in a little bit of 3-2 zone here and there as well, so keep an eye out for that. Offensively, much like Weber State, a continuous ball screen offense. And they have 2 players who will account for a lot of their shots, number 11, Heaven Hamling, and number 21, Ellie Evans. They have taken over twice as many shots as the rest of their teammates. They were picked 2nd in the preseason poll for the Summit League. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach, Tricia Binford. You're listening to Montana State Basketball from Learfield.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
For over 100 years, Bozeman Health has provided quality health care in southwest Montana. With locations in Bozeman, Belgrade, and Big Sky, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you do, Bozeman Health is always there as your partner in health and wellness. Bozeman Health, proud healthcare provider of Bobcat student athletes. Visit bozemanhealth.org for more information.
Daniel Salle back here on the Montana State pregame show, now joined by the head coach of the Bobcats, Tricia Binford. Coach, thanks for joining me.
Good to be here as always, Daniel.
Well, Coach, it was an exciting weekend here at the Brick, and you start off Big Sky Conference play 2-0, most recently a 57-43 win over Weber State. It seemed like offensively there were some rough stretches in there, but altogether a pretty strong defensive performance by your team. Could you talk about the performance on Sunday?
Yeah, consistent on the defensive end. I think our team's taken a lot of pride on getting stops and trying to keep teams under 14 points in that quarter. And, that's carrying us through some of those lulls that we're having on the offensive end. With that being said, we want to continue to get better on the offensive end. We want to have shorter droughts, see if we can get to a high percentage shot selection in those stretches. And we've really tried to address that, what that looks like as far as the team as a whole. But we continue to get better. So I'm really proud of the kids in this process and got our hands full tonight.
With this being your third game out of 4 in a stretch of 8 days, what was the preparation process like over the last couple of days following the game Sunday into today?
Yeah, well, we gave them Monday off. That was a great day to recharge, recover, and celebrate the new year, hopefully in the right way. I think we did. And then yesterday we just really had a prep day of scatter report, got to address some things. Today we did some film review. We did our shoot around. Yesterday I felt like we kind of got after it with some 3-on-3, some live stuff, but then we walked through some of the actions that we're going to face and the things that we want to really highlight and emphasize going into today's matchup.
And you mentioned the scouting report. North Dakota State, they got a pretty even record on the season so far, but strong performance last year in the Summit League. They go to the WNIT, and this year they have faced some really tough non-conference opponents, much like us. What have you seen from them?
I've seen that they, like you said, they have had a really tough schedule. I think they have some guard play that's really hard to match, and they're going to put a lot of points on the board. So our job is to kind of navigate that and try to keep those points at bay. And we know that it's going to go through these two ball handlers. So we've got to have a team emphasis assignment on these two. We know that they want to run. We know that they're going to get in ball screens. We know defensively you're going to try to muddy some things up. So we collectively have to do this as a team, and we're going to have to keep pressure on the ball on the perimeter the entire night.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck tonight.
Sounds great. Thanks, Daniel.
That was a conversation from earlier today with the head coach of the Bobcats, Tricia Binford, getting ready for another non-conference tilt here at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll go over tonight's Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. Just a few minutes away from tip-off, you're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Working from home has definitely put home projects into overdrive. New landscaping, gardens, patios, and fences. But if you're digging, you're contacting 811. Utility lines, including Northwestern Energy's, can be buried even just a few inches underground, and hitting one can be dangerous. The best way to keep you, the community, and your contractor crew safe is by having lines properly marked. Make your request online at least 2 full business days before you want to dig at call811.com.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here inside the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, getting ready for tip-off between North Dakota State and Montana State, game 1 of the Big Sky Summit League Challenge. Let's go ahead and look at tonight's keys to the game, sponsored by Kendall Ford, for the Bobcats to get a win over the Bison. Number 1 for Montana State, defensive pressure all night long. The NDSU style of offense theoretically should play into the hands of MSU's aggressive style of defense, and it all starts with ball pressure, as Coach Binford will be the first to tell you herself. Got to get up on that ball, get them uncomfortable from the start, and of course, the Bobcats, they can be an aggressive switching team at times, and that should be able to help limit the scoring punch of Heaven Hamling and Ellie Evans. So the Bobcats got to pressure the ball, switch hard, get over those ball screens, and disrupt. NDSU will shoot behind the screen. And the second one is protect home court. Montana State in the last 10 years going into this year, plus the 6 games this season, are 115-27 here at the Brick. We got a nice crowd funneling in, and I imagine it's going to get stronger as the game goes along, especially with it being the doubleheader. People showing up to watch the second half of the women's and watch the men's game, whatever it may be. Got to protect home court, use the big crowd to our favor, and it should bode for a good night for the Montana State Bobcats. Those were your keys to the game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll have tip-off from the Brick. It'll be Montana State taking on North Dakota State in Game 1 of the Big Sky Summit League Challenge. Daniel Salle here from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids. And adults can also be kids. And new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead on the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, local banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here inside the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, courtside at the Brick as we get ready for tonight's non-conference matchup, Game 1 of the Big Sky Summit League Challenge between Montana State and North Dakota State. Let's go ahead now and meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Bison of North Dakota State University, and running the point for them, a 5'10 senior out of Maple Grove, Minnesota. That's number 21, Abby Schulte, averaging 6.1 points per game. At guard, a 5'8 senior out of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, wearing number 11. That's Heaven Hamling, the leading scorer of this Bison team. Can do it at all levels, averaging just under 14 points per game. At guard, a 6'3 sophomore out of Edwardsville, Illinois, wearing number 21. That's Ellie Evans, and she's the second leading scorer on this team, averaging just over 12 points per game. Pretty elite scorer and rebounder, loves getting to the rim with that right hand. Starting at forward, a 5'11 freshman out of Wayzata, Minnesota, wearing number 40. That's Abby Krasinski. Again, 8.2 points per game. Really solid freshman season so far, shooting over 57% from the field. So really a threat down there in the low post. And rounding it out the other post, a 6'2 junior out of Waverly, Idaho, wearing number 2. That's Abby Draper. She's an 8-point per game scorer and also shooting over 50% from the field. Now the starting lineups announced by head coach Tricia Binford for the Montana State Bobcats. In year 19, Coach Bin, the second all-time winningest head coach in Big Sky women's basketball history, looking for a non-conference victory here at home tonight. The point guard, a 5'5" freshman out of Welland, Ontario, wearing number 2. That's Natalie Picton, coming off a double-digit scoring performance on Sunday, going for 10 points against Weber State. At guard, a 6'2 senior out of Silver City, New Mexico, wearing number 11. That's Caitlin Lamardo. And KJ in her last game scored 12 points along with 10 rebounds. And she ended up going 4 for 7 from the field in that game as well. Continues to finish in double figures. The last 4 games she's gone for double figures and averaging over 13 points per game. At guard, a 5'9 senior out of Parma, Idaho, the super senior wearing number 0, is Madison Hall, coming off her big game-winning shot on Friday night against Idaho State. Jack also led the team with 13 points on Sunday against Weber State. At forward, a 6'2 sophomore out of Vancouver, British Columbia, wearing number 32. That's Mara Dykstra, continuing to grow in her role in this sophomore campaign of hers, averaging over 8 points per game, shooting over 40% from the field, and coming off a double-digit performance, scoring 10 points against Weber State. And in the middle, a 6'3 senior out of Rosemont, Minnesota, wearing number 24. That's Taylor Jansen. And last game, we didn't get to see enough of Taylor. She only played a little over 20 minutes because of foul trouble, but that's not a common occurrence, so expect to see a lot more of her tonight, shooting 40% from behind the three-point line on the season and averaging over 7 points and 4 rebounds. Taylor's continued to step up immensely, especially in the absence of fellow senior Lexi Deedon. So we got a big one here tonight for you at the Brick. Again, it's the Summit League Challenge. Big Sky and Summit League teams playing each other today and on Saturday based on where they finished in the standings last season. And if you look at the table, the way it's going to go is the home team, if they win, it's a point towards the challenge. If the visiting team wins, that's worth 1.5 points. So, it could go either way tonight. Obviously, the road team win carries some more weight. The tiebreaker at the end of the day will be point differential, margin of victory, I should say, for each conference. So both teams taking the floor now. Montana State will be stepping out in their home white threads, navy blue numbers and trim on those with the gold cat head on the shorts. And the Bison are coming out in a bright yellow uniform, green numbers with white trim on those, green line down the side of the shorts, and the Bison head logo down in the front right. It'll be Mara Dykstra going toe-to-toe in the center circle with Ellie Evans, and we are ready to go here from the Brick. Ball is tossed up by the officials, one in the backcourt by the Bobcats, and they will get it going right to left across your radio dial. With it to start is Natalie Picton out top. Picton enters to the high post. Dykstra fakes the handoff back to Picton, turns, faces, dribbles to her right, doesn't have the back cut. Instead, she passes it back out to Lamardo. Lamardo takes a dribble from the right wing, dump down pass to Dykstra, a little bit low off the bounce, off the leg of Dykstra and out of bounds. Bobcats turn it over on their opening possession. 9:42 to play in the first quarter, still scoreless here in the Brick. In the backcourt, taking the ball across is Abby Schulte, the 5'10 senior out of Maple Grove, Minnesota. She's guarded by Picton. High post entry. Here's a back cut from Evans. Evans spins to her left, kicks it back out. With it now is Draper. Draper, guarded by Lamardo, takes a dribble in from the short corner, passes it far side to the left wing. With the ball now is Hamling. Hamling switched on to Lamardo in the ball screen, passes it to the high post, and Natalie Picton helps off, pokes the ball loose, and forces a turnover, but they throw it right back into the hands of the Bison. Here's a three in transition. No good that time from Abby Draper. Rebound pulled down by the Bobcats. Hall gets it to Dykstra, and Dykstra will work it down the floor. She drives right ahead, lane line, up with it off the glass. That's no good. Rebound corralled by the Bison. Cross half court, it's Ellie Evans, and she plays like a small forward, but she is 6'3" and very long. She passes it up ahead. Three on the way from Hamling is no good, and the Bobcats have it going the other way. Far side, Natalie Picton. A lot of pace early on in this ball game. Looking to enter it, gets it to the high post. With it now, Dykstra swings it to Lamardo. Now Madison Hall near side in the corner. Hall takes a dribble with her left hand down the baseline, finds a cutting Dykstra. Dykstra in traffic, tries to go up with it and draws the foul. Mara Dykstra heading to the line for 2 free throws coming into tonight's game. She's shooting just over 75% from the free throw line. Simpkins Holland believes in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Holland, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946. They're not going to call it on the shot, which I don't agree with, but the Bobcats instead take it out from the baseline. Dykstra at the right wing, hands off to Lamardo. Lamardo downhill, finds a cutting Dykstra. Dykstra goes up with it that time, blocked out of bounds by the Bison. It was Abby Draper getting her right hand all over that one, sending it out of bounds, and the Bobcats keep it on the baseline. Only 11 seconds for them now on the shot clock. 8:24 to play in the first quarter, and we are still scoreless here in the Brick. Left side, Dykstra has it 8 seconds. Now Lamardo looking to go baseline, spins to her right, little hook shot off the glass. Tough finish, KJ Lamardo. And one of the common themes of the broadcast this season is KJ and how in the past, known as more of a three-point shooter, and she still does that, but continuing to add to her bag of tricks, and that time a tough spin move going into the paint, putting up a little scoop shot off the glass, and gets the go to give the Bobcats their first points of the ball game. On the other end, getting the catch at the low block and going up for an open layup is Abby Draper. We are tied at 2 apiece now. 7:50 remaining in the first quarter. Picton in the offense on the other end, looking to dump it inside to Jansen, throws it right into traffic, turned over by the Bobcats. Across half court, Hamling looking to get in on Madison Hall. Instead, she kicks it out, and Evans travels. Looked to get into a dribble move at the left wing. KJ Lamardo closed out hard, made her think about it just enough to shuffle those feet and turn the ball over back to the Bobcats. 2-2 the score on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. 7:35 to play in the first. Across the timeline is Natalie Picton. Again, going right to left across your radio dial. Out top, now working to her right hand, crosses back to her left. Back to her right one more time. She hands off to Lamardo at the wing now. Lamardo back to Picton. Now out top, it's Dykstra. She turns faces, skip pass to the left corner. Madison Hall pump fakes, drives, pull-up jumper from the baseline. You betcha. Jack loves that pull-up, and the Cats lead by 2, 4-2 with 7:07 to go in the first quarter. Far side, Evans has it, towing that out of bounds line, but stays in. Evans cut off by Lamardo on the screen. Switched on to Dykstra, now working baseline. Pull-up jumper, long two, no good. Rebound, corralled by Madison Hall. Up ahead in transition, Hall at the three-point line, stops, crosses to her left, drives in, turns, fadeaway jumper, you betcha! 2 in a row for Madison Hall. 6-2, the Cats lead by 4. 6:41 to play here in the first quarter. Across half court with the ball is Leah McKenzie, who just checked in at guard for North Dakota State. 2 subs entering for Montana State now. It's Ella Johnson and Izzy Bunyan, a pair of freshmen, taking out Mara Dykstra and Natalie Picton. And Ella Johnson played her best basketball of the season on Sunday against Weber State. Was not able to score in that game, but did come down with 5 rebounds, ended up playing 15 minutes in that contest. Up top with the ball is Avery Conan, who just checked in. She passes back out to Hamling. Hamling gets the screen, working to her left. Now in the game is also Merely Sermon. Hamling drives downhill, cut off, loses it, pass deflected and stolen away by Izzy Bunyan. Bunyan, far side, working up the floor. Changes her pace a little bit, nice little skip hop, drives downhill, corner. Here comes Ella Johnson on the drive. Back down to Bunyan, off the glass, it's good. The freshman finds the freshman, and the Bobcats lead by 6. Heads up play by Ella Johnson there in transition. 8-2 the score, 6 minutes to play in the first. Ellie Evans with the floater in transition, no good, but an offensive rebound corralled by the Bison. Put back from Conan is no good. She gets another O board. That time it misses again. Madison Hall going up for the board, and the Bobcats avoid disaster there on the defensive end. Fight through a couple of putback attempts and have it back, leading by 6. Izzy Bunyan left side. Swings it over to Lamardo. Lamardo, right wing, crosses over to her left, steps back, 3 on the way. It's good! KJ Lamardo knocks it down, her first of the night, and the Bobcats open this ball game on an 11-2 run with 5.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. We have immediate timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer. Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Salle here courtside. First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 5:29 to play here in the first quarter. Montana State leading North Dakota State 11-2 on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard in Game 1 of the Big Sky Summit League Challenge. Out of the timeout, it's North Dakota State moving it up the floor. Abby Schulte running the point. Left side, she hands it off to Evans. Now a swing pass with it now is Abby Graham, who just checked in, a 5'10 sophomore out of Portland, Oregon. Graham has it right side, gets a screen, working to her left. Now swings it near side. Brooke Berry deflects it and comes up with the steal. Berry in transition, throws it up ahead to Bunyan. Bunyan slows it down now at the right side. Up top, Jansen turns faces, takes a dribble to her left, looking for Lamardo on the post up, finds it now. Lamardo, low block, takes a dribble to her right, kicks it back out. Bunyan jab steps, kicks it to Jansen now. Left wing, 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound almost pulled down by Brooke Berry, but takes a quick bounce out of bounds, and the Bobcats give it back to the Bison. Inbounding is Krasinski. Up the floor, Schulte. Passes it off to Krasinski. Near side. With it now is Marilee Simon. Evans to her right, crosses back on Bunyan, pass deflected, ends up in the hands of North Dakota State. Graham, locked down by Johnson, throws it inside. Jansen gets a hand on it, deflection, stolen away by the Bobcats. Right side, now Izzy Bunyan in transition. She's going to take her time getting up the floor. Pick it up, throw it short corner into Jansen. Jansen, long pass up top to Lamardo. Lamardo calling for a screen, crosses to her left, looking to get downhill, instead pulls it back and swings it through Jansen. Jansen looking for Barry, instead passes out top to Bunyan. Johnson sets the screen. Bunyan stops, step back, long two. Oh, can't get the roll. Rebound corralled by North Dakota State. That time going up and getting it with Schulte, but she's fouled on the board by Ella Johnson. First foul on Montana State of this ballgame. Taylor Jansen and KJ Lamardo will get a rest. Re-entering will be Mara Dykstra and Natalie Picton. Small lineup on the floor for the Bobcats. Mara Dykstra stepping in to play that 5 with Ella Johnson out there. Near side with it is Schulte. Schulte, they swing it inside. Open shot up and good layup for Abby Draper that time. And North Dakota State cuts it to a 7-point Bobcat lead, 11-4. Picton, left side, takes it up. Swings it over to Barry. Barry to her right hand, hands off to Bunyan. Bunyan gets downhill, looking to drive, kicks it out left side again. Picton, jab step to her right, crosses back to her left, now back to her right again, gets a screen from Dykstra, finds Dykstra on the roll. She goes up with it in traffic, off the glass, and good. 13-4, Cats lead back up to 9. 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. In transition, we got a tie-up, and the possession arrow favors North Dakota State. Schulte drove right down the lane in transition. Bunyan cut her off, got 2 hands on that ball, tried to rip it out. Instead, a whistle is blown for a jump ball. Brooke Berry and Ella Johnson will check out. Madison Hall re-entering the game, and Lindsey Hine checking in for the first time tonight. Bison will inbound. With the catch at the far wing is Schulte. Schulte looking to throw it into the post, instead gets it up top. Open 3 on the way, back iron no good. Rebound out of bounds, last touch by North Dakota State. Taking the 3 that time was Abby Graham. Up the floor is Natalie Picton. 3:06 to play in the first quarter. 13-4, Bobcats lead the Bison. Picton gets the screen, picks up her dribble in traffic, passes it out top to Dykstra. Dykstra bounce pass into the post for Hine. Hine turns, faces, goes to work, takes a dribble, and swings it back out to Picton. Picton back into Hine. Hine steps through to her left, spins back to her right. Baby hook is good. Lindsey Hine finding the right shot. She puts the Bobcats up by 11. 2:44 to play in the first. Out top with the ball is Draper. Draper passes near side to Hamling. Hamling, who just came back into the game, the leading scorer for North Dakota State. Entry pass deflected by Bunyan. Back into the hands of the Bison. Hamling has it again. Hard switch on the outside by Hine. Here's the pass near side. Schulte drives, gets Picton off her with a step-back move, picks up her dribble. Bobcats caught in a scramble. Pass out to the left corner. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Madison Hall. Hall's getting bent all out over the place on the ground that time as she was sitting down. Had a Bison player fall on top of her. In transition, Dykstra throws up a rush layup. Hine gets the O-board off of it, puts it up with her left hand off the glass, and it's good. How about Lindsey Hine, folks? Off the bench, 4 points right away. The Bobcats lead 17-4. But Hall was going for that rebound on the floor and got folded like a chair almost as a couple of players fell on her back. She was able to survive the scrum and get the ball out. And Bobcats 2 in transition. Minute 45 in the first. Up top, Schulte has it, guarded by Picton. Now near side, here's a 3 on the way over Dykstra, up and no good from Hamling. Rebound brought down by Hine, and now Hall will work it across the floor. 17-4 your score. Minute and a half to play. Hall drives right downhill, stops, fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hine. Oh, no, she loses it. Taken back by the Bison. To the other end, Hamling, cut off by Hall, finds an open trailer in transition for 3. It's up, and one finally falls for the Bison. Abby Graham knocks that one down. And we got looks like a delay of game warning. I don't know. Substitution nonetheless. Bunyan will check out. Hall will check out. Barry re-entering the game along with Caitlin Lamardo. So the 5 on the floor for Coach Binford. It's Natalie Picton, Lamardo, Barry, Dykstra, and Hine. Here's a reversal to Dykstra on the left side. Can't find the back cut. Instead, she passes out top to Lamardo. Lamardo around the screen, driving downhill, dumps it off, looking for Hine. Hine bobbles it, turns, baby hook with the left hand, no good. O-board, Brooke Barry. She dumps it back out to Lamardo. Lamardo pump fakes from the short and travels. Ella Johnson back in the game now, heading to the scorer's table right in front of us. She checks in. Mara Dykstra checks out. Bobcats lead by 10, 17-7. Largest lead of this quarter was 13. Up the floor, Abby Draper has it. Correction, that's Leah McKenzie. She passed off to Hamling. Hamling switched on to Hine. Here's a dump off. McKenzie loses it, deflected by Johnson, stolen away by the Cats. Hine gets it to Picton. Picton in transition, weaves right downhill. Scoop shot with the left, off the glass, and good. And let me tell you, folks, if you haven't seen Natalie Picton yet, it's because you can't. She's that fast. Far side, entry pass to the wing, deflected by Lamardo, out of bounds. That time they were looking to get it to Evans for a little wing ISO play there. Bison will keep it. Things can slow down here for a second. 29 on the game clock, 23 on the shot clock here at the end of the first quarter. Evans taking it out from the far sideline, inbounds to McKenzie. McKenzie with Picton on her, throws it to the high post. Simon wings it over to Hamlin. Hamlin 3 on the way, no good. Lamardo goes up for the rebound, but is fouled. Know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. 21 and a half seconds to play here in the first quarter. The Bobcats with the ball. 19-7. They lead by 12. And it's Natalie Picton slowly walking it across. Bobcats likely to play for the last shot here. Out top, Picton has it. Guarding her is Hamling. Picton slowly working to her left. Now to her right. 10 seconds on the clock. Hines sets a screen. Picton dumps it down to the rolling Hine. Hine takes a dribble, puts it up off the glass, and good. 3 seconds to play. Cats lead 21-7, and we got not a half-court shot attempt as it was bobbled a little bit there, but that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Your score on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. Montana State with a convincing 21-7 lead over NDSU. We'll take a break and have the second quarter coming up next here from Bozeman. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
For every adventure and every mishap, Bozeman Health provides expert, personalized care to each person, going well beyond traditional health care. We're your partner in health and well-being, working together for your day-to-day and the decades to come. With care sites in Belgrade, Big Sky, and Bozeman, and with the only hospitals in the Gallatin Valley, Bozeman Health keeps your care close to home. Find a Bozeman Health provider today at bozemanhealth.org.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead on the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here. First Interstate Bank broadcast position and your score with 1 quarter in the books. Bobcats lead the Bison 21-7. Game 1 of tonight. Summit League Big Sky Challenge, and it'll be Bobcat ball going right to left out of the break as Dykstra throws it into Picton, and Picton will set up the offense for the Bobcats. Out top, guarded one-on-one by Hamling. She throws it to the high post. Jansen turns, faces now out to the three-point line. She hands it off to Lamardo. Lamardo to Dykstra, back to Lamardo on the handoff. Lamardo pull-up jumper from the free throw line. It's good. Cats lead by 16, 23-7. Big bucket there for Lamardo. She's got 5. Far side, Evans gets a screen, gets around it, now throws it out top. With it is Draper. Draper passes to the right wing. Schulte gets around, passes it back out top to Krasinski. Now Schulte drives again. Scoop shot to the right side, off the glass, that's no good, but North Dakota State comes up with the O-board. Now Madison Hall dives on the ground and creates a tie-up. Possession arrow now plays in the favor of North Dakota State after the quarter break. NDSU will keep it on the baseline with 16 on the shot clock. And who's inbounding the ball? It looks like Ellie Evans. Evans looking for a backside pass, nothing doing, so she throws it to the left corner. Evans gets the catch back. She's cut up by Picton. And here's a handoff. Ball screen for Hamling. They swing it back to Evans. Evans throws it into the post. Kraswinski tries to go up with it. Jansen locks her down, and we got a traveling violation. Took an extra step to wrap her arm around and throw that pass, and a travel is called. Great defense on the baseline out of bounds there by Montana State. 23-7. Cats still lead. 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. Far side with it is Picton. Here's a screen for Picton from Jansen. She picks up her dribble and passes it back up top to Jansen. Now near side, Dykstra looking for the screen. She gets it, picks up her dribble off the hedge, gets it back to Hall. Hall loses it going inside, but it's deflected out to Picton. Picton tried to throw it to a rolling Dykstra, but Dykstra wasn't rolling, so it's stolen away by Allie Evans. Evans in transition. Swings it far side to Hamling. Hamling jabs, gets around Hall, now drives right side lane line, kicks it back out up top. 3 from Kraswinski on the way is good. Score now 23-10. 8:24 to play in the second quarter. Montana State in the driver's seat. Bobcats looking for a bucket. Lamardo back cuts. Dykstra tries to hit her off the bounce pass. Falls out of bounds. Last touch by Lamardo. She did get knocked to the ground, but that doesn't seem to matter. Bison get it back. Working up the floor now, Schulte. 8:15 to go in the second quarter. Picton picking up the ball in the backcourt. Schulte passes high post. Kraswinski gets it to Evans. Evans back to Kraswinski. She drives by Picton. Scoop shot with the right hand. No good. Rebound pulled down by Lamardo. Lamardo in transition, looking ahead. Stops at the wing. Crosses back to her left. Now swings it up top to Dykstra. Dykstra picks up her dribble. Hands off to Hall, left wing. Hall to Lamardo in the corner. Thinks about the three, instead gets a ball screen from Dykstra. Gets it back to Dykstra on the pop. Three from Dykstra off the rim, no good. Picton can't get the rebound, and the Bison come up with possession. Going left to right, Hamling. Hamling at the left wing. She's guarded by Jansen in transition. Takes a little step back move and drives. Short corner, loses it. Lamardo closes out on the three-point line and eliminates Evans from taking a shot. Evans finds a roller on the screen, dumps it down to Draper, and it's good for two. Bobcats lead cut back down to 11. It was once as large as 16. 7:14 to play now in the second quarter. Out top, Picton gets a screen from Jansen. Crosses to her right hand. Pass to the right side. Dykstra now a skip pass to the left corner. Lamardo driving baseline, going up in traffic, and we got a blocking foul. KJ hits the deck and will head to the line for two. Lamardo with 5 points in this ball game, looking to make it 7. Was 4 of 8 from the free throw line last game. Percentage on the season now just over 77%, 77.5 to be exact. Join Champs New Kids Club presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $40 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/champskidsclub. The Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's 3 to Win campaign to reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. Lamardo hits the second. Bobcats lead 24-12. Doubling up the Bison here with 7:03 to play in the second quarter. Second free throw from Lamardo is up and good. And it's now back to a 13-point lead, 25-12. Lamardo will come out for a quick rest. Playing some really good minutes for the Bobcats tonight. Schulte taking it up the floor. Bunyan knocks it loose. Schulte picks it back up, though, and passes off to Hamling. Hamling to Evans. Now Kraswinski for far side. Entry pass deflected off an NDSU player at the baseline and goes out of bounds. Bobcats force another turnover. And let me tell you, this Bobcat defense tonight, they are salty. 25-12 the score. 6:45 to play in the second. Across the timeline is Izzy Bunyan. Bunyan to Dykstra, high post. She throws it down low to Jack on the post up. Jack steps through to her left, goes up with it off the glass and good. Madison Hall picking up where she left off from the weekend, scoring in double figures the last 2 games, looking to make it 3 in a row. Near side. Hamling passes it up top to Kraswinski. Now far side. Schulte drives, looking for the roller. It's knocked loose by Bunyan. Now Bunyan trying to steal away, but we got a tie-up. Turnover again forced by the Bobcats as they get the arrow. And this defense, Coach Bim wants it to be disruptive, and that's what it's been so far tonight. The Bobcats in this game have forced 9 turnovers already. They have 6 of their own, which isn't great, but when defensively you're forcing more, not a bad place to be in. 27-12, also not bad place to be in as the Bobcats lead on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. 6:07 to play in the second quarter. Bunyan gets a ball screen going to her left, now cuts it back to her right into traffic, loses it, but it's picked up by Dykstra. Dykstra now up top, Jansen has it. Jansen hands off to Bunyan. Bunyan looking to the high post. Dykstra has it, fakes the handoff, turns, faces, jabs to her right, drives to her left, lane line, off the glass, layup is good. Mara Dykstra. She loves that left lane line drive, especially off the face-up, exactly what the Bobcats wanted there in a late shot clock situation. They lead 29-12, 5:35 to go in the second quarter. It's the largest lead of the game for Montana State. Evans double-teamed off by Brooke Berry that time, and a foul called as Evans tried to turn, caught a little hip that time from Brooke. That's the first foul on the Cats here in the second quarter. Ella Johnson checking back in for the Bobcats, and re-entering for North Dakota State is Avery Conan. Conan, a 6'2 freshman out of Montevideo, Minnesota. I probably pronounced that wrong, so bear with me. Inbounding from the baseline, Evans has it. Evans throws it long. Getting the catch at the left wing is Schulte. Playing defense on her is Madison Hall. Now up top, Evans has it once again. Looking for the lob pass. Barry can't get a hand on it. And Conan gets the catch, pump fakes, and puts it up for 2. 29-14 the score now. Bobcats in the lead. Bunyan to Jansen on the reversal pass. Jansen finds Brooke Berry on the back cut, but can't get it to her. Pass is stolen away by the Bison. Schulte in transition, kicks it out near side corner. Here comes the drive from Graham, and a traveling violation. She was cut off again by Madison Hall. Jack creating chaos on the defensive end, as we've known her to do. Bobcats get it back one more time. 5:01 to play in the second quarter. 29-14 the score on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. It's been all Montana State so far. Slow dribble up the court. Izzy Bunyan. We'll see what Coach Ben calls up this time. High post entry with it is Jansen. Jansen tells Bunyan to clear, throws it to Hall on the post-up. Hall bounces to her right, or left, spins back to her right. Fadeaway is up and in. Madison Hall, 8 points on the game and 4 for 5 from the field. Bobcats lead at 31-14. 4:35 to go in the second. In the short corner, Conan drives on Jansen, blocked by Taylor Jansen. Conan gets her own rebound, put back no good. Rebound this time brought down again by the Bison. Graham gets it, goes back up with it, and draws the foul. Foul on Taylor Jansen. That's her first. And we got immediate timeout before the 2 free throws for Abby Graham, so we'll go ahead and take a break. 31-14, the Cats lead. 4:25 to go in the second quarter. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m. and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
4:25 to play here in the second quarter. Montana State in the lead, 31-14 over North Dakota State. Stepping up to the free throw line is Abby Grant. Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza. Bridger Brewing, cheers to every adventure being better than the last. Graham at the line. First free throws up and no good. Not only is dairy delicious, but it also promotes health as well. Just 3 servings of dairy a day improves overall wellness and may reduce the risk of developing some chronic diseases. It's a quick, convenient, and economic way to make sure you are staying strong and healthy on and off the field. Second free throw is good, so the Bobcats lead is cut back to 16. 31-15 the score, 4:20 to play in the second quarter. Far side, Bobcats struggle to get it up the floor around a press from North Dakota State, but they do. Jansen bobbles it and gets it back up top to Bunyan. Now far side, Jansen. Jansen back to Bunyan. Bunyan on the drive, kicks it out. Lamardo, open 3, right side, off the rim, no good. Ella Johnson goes up and gets the offensive rebound, gets it back out to Lamardo, and the Bobcats set it back up. Up top, North Dakota State in his zone defense. Left side, Brooke Berry has it, loses it off the bounds, dumps it off to Jansen. Short corner, left side, Jansen, long 2, no good. Rebound corralled by North Dakota State. Coming up with that one is Avery Conan. Conan throws it up ahead to Hamling, and Hamling's cut off by Bunyan at the right wing. Looking to go right, she's denied. Now Hamling is guarded by Barry. Pass up to the top, deflected by Johnson. Cats can't come up with the steal. Koenig drives, kicks it out. Here's a drive from Graham. Her scoop shot with the right hand gets a little kick off the back iron and falls right in for two. It's a 31-17 ball game now. 3 quick points for North Dakota State out of the timeout. They'll fall back into that press, and I imagine they'll likely play that 3-2 zone again as Ella Johnson loses it out top, and it gets into the hands of Lamardo. Now Izzy Bunyan has it. Bunyan up top to Lamardo. Now Bunyan again swings it back to Lamardo. Lamardo gets to Barry, high post. Barry turns into a jumper. Now the ball is deflected loose off the blocked shot and rebounded by North Dakota State. Far side McKenzie, guarded by Lamardo. McKenzie on the left side, cut off by Lamardo, looking to go right, can't do it. Instead hands it off on the left wing. Near side, with it now off the pass is Hamling. Hamling guarded by Bunyan, throws it into the high post. Draper turns, faces, looking for a cutter, doesn't have her, goes back to Hamling. Hamling gets the screen, crosses over on Barry, spins to her right, dumps it off. Draper shot up, blocked by Ella Johnson, and it stays in bounds. No, Izzy Bunyan tries to get a hand on it and hit her heel on the baseline there. Nice block by Ella Johnson, but there was nobody there to pull down the rebound. Izzy Bunyan came in to get it, but heel was still touching out of bounds, and so that'll give 1.3 seconds to the Bison for a chance to get a shot up off the inbounds play. She's got to make sure nobody leaks out, and that time a shot goes up from Hamling off the inbound. No good. Rebound pulled down by Dykstra. Dykstra up the far side. Loses it. Picks up her dribble. She's trapped in the corner. Gets it out to Picton. Picton at the wing, setting up the offense. A little more pressure shown by the Bison since the halfway point of this second quarter. 2:12 to go in the second. It's 31-17. Bobcats still lead, but they haven't scored since that media timeout where they led 31-14. Barry dumps it into Hine at the high post. Now Lamardo. Lamardo pump fakes from the slot, drives to her right, and travels. Alrighty, 1:59 to play in the second quarter. Picking up some banter between the coaches and the officials after that one, and again, can't say I disagree. 31-17, Cats lead, minute 50 to play in the second. High post with it is Simon. Simon can't throw it down low, instead gets it out to Kraswinski. Here's a drive from Schulte, now kicks it out. Hamling, open three from the top, and she knocks it down. You're not going to see her miss that one very often. Madison Hall late getting over on the scramble, and the Bobcats lead is cut back down to 11, 31-20. It's a 6-0 run for North Dakota State. Minute 23 to go. Bobcats looking to close this first half strong. Hall works it up top. Now far side, Lamardo has it. Shot clock at 10 seconds. High post entrance to Hall. She kicks it out. Lamardo pump fakes from the wing. Back out to Picton. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Picton jabs to her right, gets a screen to her left. Now Dykstra. She's got to get something up, and she doesn't. It's a shot clock violation on Montana State. Got to pull it quick when you got the defender closing out, and that time Picton and Dykstra both did not do that, and leads to a turnover by Montana State. So North Dakota State with a bucket here can cut this to a single-digit Bobcat lead. 31-20 the score. 55 seconds in the second quarter. Ellie Evans up top, guarded by Lamardo. Dribbling to her left. Enters to the high post, but it's deflected by Hall. North Dakota State holds on to it. Simon, Evans. Evans gets around Hine, drives down the left lane line, puts it up over Lamardo. No good. Great help defense by Lamardo that time. The Bobcats get it back after Hine's rebound. Up ahead, Lamardo again. Looking for a screen. Taking her time with the dribble. 11-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Dykstra deflected, but Dykstra brings it down at the wing. She gets it back to Lamardo. Lamardo pump fakes, works to the elbow, gets it back out to Dykstra. Dykstra crosses over to her left, downhill, off the rim, or off the glass, and it's good for two. Tough finish by Merritt Dykstra. 10 seconds to play in the second quarter. Bobcats lead by 13, 33-20. Bison likely to play for last shot. Hamling has it up top. That's who they want, but Hall is guarding her. Up high, Simon has it, turns and does not get a shot off. Great job disrupting the elbow entry by Merritt Dykstra, and Hall was chasing over that screen, was not going to let Hamling get it back. Creates a bit of confusion for the Bison, and the Bobcats take a 33-20 lead into the half. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Montana State Halftime Show, sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield Montana. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
It's time for a wellness tip from SCL Health, now Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drink or coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, yeah.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here bringing you the Montana State halftime show, sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield Montana. 33-20, Montana State with a 13-point lead at the half, and they had led by as many as 17, but a 6-0 run cut it to 11 by the Bison out of the second quarter media timeout before the Bobcats got a bucket from Mara Dykstra there down the stretch in the second quarter to extend it back to 13 points. Again, 33-20 the score. Daniel Salle here coming to you courtside, First Interstate Bank broadcast position. And as we look at the first half stats, let's go ahead and start with the teams. First for North Dakota State, they are 8 of 24 from the field, shooting an even 33.3%, and 3 of 8 from the three-point line, 37.5%. Some timely threes from them, including a big one from Abby Graham and another one from Heaven Hamling down the stretch of that second quarter to help close that Bobcat lead down just a little bit. For Montana State, 15 of 25, 1 of 4 from 3. That 3, of course, sponsored by Wendy's. Bobcats 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Bison 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Looking at the rebounding battle, the Bison have 12. The Bobcats have 14. 6 0 boards for the Bison, 4 0 boards for Montana State. Bobcats have 4 total assists to 9 turnovers. Definitely something they were going to want to clean up in the second half. And they're 4 assists to 15 made field goals. Individually, KJ Lamardo leading the way. She's got 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting, 1 for 2 from 3 and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She also has 3 rebounds and 2 turnovers. 8 points for Madison Hall. She's 4 of 5 from the field and has 3 rebounds as well, doing a fantastic job on both ends of the floor. She's been playing her best basketball, maybe of her Bobcat career, in these last few games here at home. But that's it for the stats. Again, turnovers, Bobcats with 9, Bison with 10, so that's a number Montana State's going to want to clean up on offense, but on defense, they want to keep forcing that ball out. Like I said, before the game, they needed to be disruptive. They needed to play their style of defense, and that's what they're doing. They're getting North Dakota State uncomfortable in their actions, and a nice job by the Bison's head coach, Jory Collins, in the second quarter, making some adjustments and getting the Bobcats out of the rhythm a little bit, threw in a couple possessions of zone, picked up with a kind of a three-quarter court zone press a little bit to fall back into their 3-2 zone, and it got the Bobcats just a little bit on their heels. A couple empty possessions there for Montana State and a little bit of a drought, but they ended up coming through with a big bucket late, and another big first half for Lindsey Hine. She had struggled the last couple games after a few big games before that, but tonight 3 of 4 from the field with 6 points, all coming in the first quarter. So tip of the cap to Lindsey as well for playing a nice first half. But the Bobcats, again, leading by 13 at halftime, 33-20 on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. So in a good position as they head into the second half against a tough North Dakota State team who entered tonight 6-6. Again, this is game 1 of the Summit League Big Sky Challenge, where the visiting teams on the men's and women's basketball side will each get a 1.5 if they win their game, and if the home team wins, it'll be a point. So, those away games carry a little more weight. If there is a tie, margin of victory will be the tiebreaker. So that's how things are going to shake out. We'll keep an eye on some of that stuff over these next few days, and should be fun following along. I know the Big Sky Conference social media accounts have done a great job marketing for it as well with their commissioner, Tom Wisterstill. That man, he's appeared in some great promos, I tell you, since I joined the Big Sky, watching him, and just a great leader. So excited to see how this whole thing shakes out, and hoping for a nice Big Sky Conference win over the Summit League over these next few days. Again, 33-20, the score at halftime. Bobcats in the lead. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll hear from Sunny Smallwood and preview the second half of tonight's ball game. You're listening to the Blue Cross Blue Shield Montana halftime show from Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, courtside, First Interstate Bank broadcast position, bringing you the Montana State halftime show, sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield Montana. At the half, Montana State in the lead, 33-20 over North Dakota State on night one of the Big Sky Summit League Challenge. And now joining me here is the associate head coach of the Bobcats, Sunny Smallwood. And Sonny, let's go ahead and start. You're the defense coordinator, so I'll start with asking you about some defense already. And you forced 10 turnovers in the first half. That's a great number, but it really seemed like through that first quarter and some change especially, you guys did a really nice job disrupting what they were trying to run and helping them or getting them out of some of their actions. Talk about that defensive performance and the energy that you guys got from that end.
Yeah, super proud of this team. First quarter alone, we had 14 stops to their 3 makes. That's a big-time effort, and that's a big-time effort on everybody's part. So this team came out ready to execute the game plan, which I was really, really proud of them defensively.
Offensively, you opened the game 5 for 6. At one point in the second quarter, 14 of 21 from the field. Going into half, 15 of 25 from the field at 60%. And it seems like tonight, there was a little bit of a slow stretch out of that second quarter media timeout before Mara got that bucket down there before the half. But it seems like a lot more comfortability and a lot more patience on the offensive end.
Absolutely. I feel like, we've got some flow tonight. The kids seem confident in what they're doing together, which is the biggest piece. And this offense requires, playing off of each other. So really proud of them on that. And then on top of that, whether it's offense or defense, we have been super attack-minded. Whether it's attacking to kick on the offensive end, attacking to score, or whether it's on the defensive end, attacking dribblers through those gaps and ready to move.
Now talk about Ella Johnson a little bit. I know she was a monster on the boards in Sunday's game, played over 15 minutes, the most she had all season. She comes off the bench tonight and has a really nice assist down there, comes down to the other end on defense, has a block, forces a couple deflections. Talk about her performance these last couple games.
Ella's one of those kids that she just plays her role. And the great thing is she's 6'2", but she plays about 6'4", and has the athleticism of KJ Jack. I mean, this young lady is just attack-minded by herself. And, yeah, she has given us great minutes. And as you can see, she's already given us more minutes tonight. She's a kid that we can put up on the ball and have her guard full court just like Mara. Rebounding, defense, attacking the ball. She's just really giving us great minutes right now.
Well, Coach, that's all I got for you. We'll talk to you after the game. Thanks again.
Thanks, Daniel.
That was Sunny Smallwood joining me here on the Montana State Halftime Show, sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield. 33-20, Bobcats in the driver's seat over North Dakota State. Here at the Brick Night, one of the Big Sky Summit League Challenge. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we got second half action coming to you from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
For all you've been through lately, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana wants to make sure you are covered in care. From preventive cancer screenings to proper control of diabetes, high blood pressure and behavioral health management, to prenatal care and child immunizations, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is by your side, reminding you preventive care is imperative care. Stay on top of your health at bcbsmt.com. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
For every peak, valley, and plateau, for every mishap and every adventure, for every Montanan in every season of life, Bozeman Health is here to deliver care with quality, compassion, and respect. Because we see you as more than the patient you are today. We look to what's on the horizon for you and our community over the decades to come. That's care beyond care. Well beyond. Bozeman Health.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of.
Woohoo, yeah!
We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco.
What? Coach?
We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at a Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Conoco!
Let's go, Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here bringing you second half action from the First Interstate broadcast booth inside of the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse as Montana State leads North Dakota State 33-20. Both teams heading out there to take the floor with the possession arrow to start the second half. Will be North Dakota State inbounding from the far sideline and working right to left across your radio dial. The Bobcats will be going left to right across your radio dial. Same starting five for both teams, it looks like, here to open up the second half. And here comes the inbound. It'll be Schulte taking it across the Bobcat head to start things off. High post with the catch is Krasinski. Trying to throw it back door. Madison Hall denies it. It's thrown out of bounds. Last touch by the Bison. We got a full court press coming on for North Dakota State. 9:45 to play in the third quarter. Bobcats looking to break it. Picton gets it across the timeline. High post. With the ball is Dykstra. They fall into his zone. Lamardo throws it to the short corner. Jansen back out top. Hall takes the rhythm. Three. Got it! Madison Hall strikes first in the second half, and the Bobcats lead by 16. That's another Bobcat 3 sponsored by Wendy's, and the assist from Taylor Jansen sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Far side, Hamling guarded by Hall out on the perimeter. Hall locked into that defensive stance. Up top, Krasinski has it. Now near side, Evans gets the catch, puts up a corner three, no good. Long rebound into the hands of Dykstra. She'll give it up to Lamardo, and Lamardo crosses the timeline up the near side. At the wing, Lamardo picked up by Hamling now. She reverses it over to Picton. Left side now up top, Dykstra has it. Dykstra looking for the cutting Hall. She's fouled. Hall with an aggressive curl off the ball that time, looking to get downhill from the left side and just grabbed at the hips there, couldn't get free, fell down, and drew the call. First foul on North Dakota State here in the third quarter. 8:53 to go in the third, 36-20, Bobcats lead. Lamardo inbounding from the baseline, looking to get it in. She gets it to the corner. Left side, Dykstra. Dykstra drives baseline, kicks it out. Lamardo to Hall. Another three from Hall off the rim. That's no good. Rebound brought down by the Bison. Nice extra pass from KJ that time. Thought about taking it, but got it over to Jack, and Jack just couldn't let that second one fall. Far side, Hamling guarded by Hall. Aggressive switch from Dykstra on the ball screen. Evans looking to skip it over to the corner, finds Krasinski. Now back out top is Hamling. Hamling towards the right wing. Crosses over, drives downhill, puts up a floater off the rim. No good. Rebound corralled by Mara Dykstra. Dykstra, patient, gets it up ahead to Hall. Hall loses it. Still got to get it across half court. She does. Hall looking for the cutter. Has Dykstra going lane line left side. She pump fakes, goes up in traffic. No call. Rebound brought down by North Dakota State. Hamling, cross half court, cut off by Picton. Transition three now from Evans left side. That's no good. Hits off the top of the glass. Almost falls back in. Now Picton gets out of the traffic with a tie-up. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow favoring Montana State. So nice job on the boards that time by Natalie Picton. Dykstra will take it out from the baseline. Another full court press from North Dakota State. Just a 2-2-1 press. They'll fall back into his zone. Picton up the floor, finds Hall. Hall short corner, steps into traffic. Now has the ball knocked loose, picks it back up, and we got a timeout called by Coach Binford before she lost possession apparently. That's big time. I thought she would have lost possession, and maybe you can't call the timeout, but they're going to give it to the Bobcats, and it's immediate timeout, so we'll take a break. 7:46 to go in the third quarter. Montana State on a 3-0 run to open the half off the hands of Madison Hall. 36-20 the score. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us. for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
First West Insurance, a Montana-born company, has been helping friends and neighbors protect what they love most since 1972. From home and businesses to farm and ranch to life and health insurance, our team is dedicated to finding solutions that work for you. We believe in creating relationships as deep as our Montana roots. First West, your local insurance agency.
Found your dream home but dread having to move? Call Mesa Moving and Storage. We make moving fun. We work hard so you don't have to. We are here to help take the stress out of moving your home or business. If there's a move in your future, contact Mesa to handle the details so you can enjoy the experience. Mesa, the largest United agency family in Montana, is ready to take care of all your moving and storage needs. Call the friendly folks at Mesa, 406-285-7033.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here. First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 36-20. The Bobcats lead with 7:46 to go in the third quarter. Inbounding from the baseline out of the timeout is Lamardo. She finds Dykstra left side. Dykstra will work it out to the perimeter. Looking to reverse it. Instead, she swings it near side. Hall at the right wing, dribbles into her left. Looking for the entry pass, high post Dykstra, back to the corner, near side Lamardo, 8 on the shot clock. Lamardo drives baseline, cut off and double. Dykstra open 3, right side, off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hamling. It was actually a long 2, foot was on the line. Hamling gets it up ahead to Evans. Evans cut off by Hall in transition. She'll throw it up top to Hamling. It's deflected by Lamardo, and it goes out of bounds. And we got the shot clock out at the basket to my left. So we'll see what they got to do here. 36-20 is the score here in the brick. 7:18 to go in the third quarter. Bobcats in the lead, and North Dakota State will keep it off the deflection by Lamardo, but now they're going to try and fix the shot clock, and it's back on. No? Not back on. Now it's back on. Hopefully we're good. I'm going to take this chance to remind you that serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. And at First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. Schulte throws it up top to Koenig. Now high post, Simon has it. Simon hands it off to Hamling. Hamling looking to drive on Dykstra, picks up her dribble, kicks it out. Schulte takes a 3 from the right side off the rim, no good. Rebound, bounced around into a few different hands, but coming out of the pile is Hamling. She puts up a shot from about 6 feet. That's no good. Another O-board, this time Koenig. Her putback's no good. And then 2 more putbacks off O-boards, no good for North Dakota State. Taylor Jansen tossed off the tie-up that time. No whistle, but a jump ball is going to keep the ball with North Dakota State. So the Bobcats struggling to limit the offensive rebounds for North Dakota State. They now have 10 for the game. Evans in the corner, works it up top. Koenig swings it far side. Hamling has it. Now Schulte. Schulte inside to Simon. One-on-one with Taylor Jansen. Spins to her left, puts it up over Jansen. Can't get the roll. Rebound brought down by Lamardo. Bobcats get a stop. Bison still scoreless in the third quarter. Picton slows it down in transition and throws it right into the hands of Ellie Evans. Evans in transition puts it up over Dykstra. That's no good. Dykstra taps it out to Hall, and the rebound is pulled down by Montana State. Bison missing a lot around the rim tonight. Bobcats catches some breaks. Lamardo pump fakes in transition from the three-point line. Drives left side. Scoop shot no good. O-board Dykstra. Put back off the glass. That's no good. Offensive rebound pulled down Hall. Her jumper's no good. And a lot of contact. 2 missed fouls on shots by the Bobcats. And now Hall called for the foul, going for the rebound as she knocked Hamling to the ground. Again, a lot of contact, especially on that Dykstra putback. And not sure how there wasn't one on the Hall jumper either, but Izzy Bunyan checking back in the game for the Cats along with Ella Johnson. .608 to play in the third. North Dakota State gets it back following the foul. And taking the ball up the floor this time is Schulte. Schulte, 5'10 senior out of Maple Grove, Minnesota. Gets a screen from Simon, hands it off. Koenig loses it, working to the right elbow, steps back to her left, puts it up off a step through on the right side. That's no good. Good defense on the shot by Ella Johnson. No rebound for the Bobcats. Deflected out of bounds. Last touch by North Dakota State. And they're letting a lot go right now. And looks like the shot clock on the left basket is out once again. Alrighty, well, I'll take this opportunity to remind you that Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats, and that this game is brought to you by Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how. Workplace safety, you're naked without it. More at safemt.com. Bison will inbound from the baseline. It's Ellie Evans trying to throw it long ahead. She gets it into Schulte. Schulte to Simon now. Simon switched on to Picton on the right side. Hands it off to Graham. Graham, near side, Schulte. Now Evans wide open. Three from the left side off the rim. No good rebound. Brought down by Bunyan. Bunyan will slow it down and rip it across half court to Natalie Picton. Now Bunyan again up top. Bunyan crossing over, slows it down, looks to get it to Lamardo, calls for a handoff, and now gets it to KJ. KJ to the high post, throws it into Jansen. Jansen out on the perimeter now, swings it left side. Lamardo rejects the ball screen, drives downhill, dumps it off, looking for Johnson, knocked to the ground, no foul called again. On the other end, inside pass, knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Bobcats. Coach Ben says she wants to take a video review at the shot, or not at the shot, but at KJ getting knocked to the ground, thinking maybe it'll be a flagrant foul. So no foul called in play, no common foul called, but they're still going to review the contact to see if there's a flagrant. We'll see if they go to immediate timeout here. They're going to go to immediate, so we'll go ahead and take a break. 36-20, Bobcats lead, 5:10 to go, and when we come back, we'll let you know if there was a flagrant foul on that contact on Lamardo. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Working from home has definitely put home projects into overdrive. New landscaping, gardens, patios, and fences. But if you're digging, you're contacting 811. Utility lines, including Northwestern Energy's, can be buried even just a few inches underground, and hitting one can be dangerous. The best way to keep you, the community, and your contractor crew safe is by having lines properly marked. Make your request online at least 2 full business days before you want to dig at call811.com.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here, First Interstate Bank broadcast position, and we got 5:10 remaining in the third quarter. Looks like it's going to be Bison ball from the baseline, so I imagine no call. And I didn't quite see if it could be a flagrant or not, and they didn't show a replay of it here in the arena, but there's definitely, it had to have been at least a common foul. Obviously, you can't go to the replay monitor and then call a common foul. And that's the explanation the ref just gave to Coach Binford. He said they missed the foul call, which we knew, but no flagrant foul. And the pass is knocked loose by Picton off the baseline play and stolen away by the Bobcats. Lamardo has it in transition. Right side, she slows it down, looking to move the ball. Nobody there. She hands it off to Picton now. Picton, 18 on the shot clock for the Cats. Ella Johnson has it, dribbling to her left, hands it off to Bunyan at the left wing. Bunyan up top, looking for Lamardo, gets it to her. Evans guarding Lamardo. She holds that pivot. High post. Jansen, 8 seconds. Looking to drive with her left hand, kicks it out. Lamardo, 3 from the left corner. It's good! KJ Lamardo knocks it down. Ball don't lie. The Cats lead 39-20. Bison still scoreless here in the second half. Far side, George puts up a 3 over Bunyan. It's tipped and blocked by Izzy Bunyan. Offensive rebound brought down by the Bison. Pass knocked loose and stolen away by Montana State. Picton in transition, goes up in traffic. Off the glass, no good, but a foul called, and Picton will have 2 shots. Big momentum swing there by the Bobcats. Following the no call, they go to the monitor. They get the stop on the steal off the baseline play. They take it down. Lamardo hits a contested 3 in the left corner. Another steal on the other end, following the block by Izzy Bunyan, leads to a Natalie Picton foul in transition. Now Picton at the line for 2 shots, an 82% free throw shooter on the season. At Montana's Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our community. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. Second free throw from Picton is up and good. And don't forget, folks, Tuesday nights, we had the first one of the year last night, but Tuesday nights moving forward throughout conference play, 6:30 p.m. at Ribbon Chop House. Keaton Glogly will be hosting Cat Chat with Matt Logie and Trisha Binford, and you don't want to miss it. You come out, be a part of the live audience, and get some prizes as well. There'll be raffles. There'll be autographed player cards as well. You name it. Bison on the other end. With it is George. George rejects the screen, drives the left hand. Johnson helps off, and a foul is called. And they're going to call it on Ella Johnson. She helped off from the clutch position there in the short corner on the left side. Got 2 hands on the ball, no tie-up. Instead, it's a foul. This game has been very physical. They're letting a lot go. And they're going to give her 2 free throws. So Mara's foul in the first half was not shooting, but this one was apparently. George's first free throw is up and good. Before her second, Rocky Mountain Credit Union has been supporting Bobcat wins for over 75 years and counting. By members' choice, the financial institution is not federally insured. Each account is insured up to $250,000. So Bison get to the free throw line, and George gets the first 2 points for the Bison here in the second half. Now they're going to put on a full court press. Bunyan looking to break it. She does. Left side, Bunyan now throws it to Brooke Berry. Brooke Berry pump fakes, turns, faces, now passes back up to Bunyan. Zone defense now for the Bison, a 2-3 look. Up top, Bunyan, high post, throws a rocket to Dykstra, and Dykstra is fouled. 3:41 to go in the third. Bobcats will take it out from out of bounds. Looks like they're going to have him enter on the baseline on the near side. Inbounding, Bunyan. Looking for Hall in the corner. Doesn't have her. Instead, she throws a lob into Mara Dykstra. Dykstra, right side out on the perimeter. Takes a bounce to her right hand. Hands it off to Bunyan at the wing. Bunyan crosses over in the lane and is fouled. Another hand check on North Dakota State. Bobcats getting a little penetration, forcing some contact right now in North Dakota State. And they got a guard one-on-one. They don't do much switching on that defense. So sometimes if you can break them down off the dribble a little bit, you'll get those calls. Inbounding from the baseline now, Bunyan. Bunyan looking for Dykstra. Throws it long. Dykstra gets it right in front of half court. Now she'll slow it down, take a few dribbles. 18 on the shot clock for Montana State. Hall sets it down, screen. Bunyan gets the pass now, 8 seconds. Bunyan gets a screen from Dykstra, driving downhill, left side layup, off the glass and down. 43-22, Cats lead up now to 21 points, their largest of the ball game. 3:12 to play in the third quarter. Schulte, guarded by Johnson, passes it far side, deep three from Hamling over Hall, off the rim, long bounce, no good. Rebound deflected and comes up into the hands of Mara Dykstra. In transition, the Cats have numbers, 4-on-2. Brooke Berry cutting. Dykstra's pass, though, deflected and taken away by North Dakota State, and then a foul on Ella Johnson after the steal. (43-22) again the score, and they're sorting something. It looks like we got a substitution. Checking back in is Avery Conan. Conan inbounds, and Schulte will work it up the floor for the Bison. Again, Bobcats leading by 21 points here, 43-22, 2:49 to play in the third quarter. Conan, far side, throws the entry, and we got a foul called. Interesting. Going up for it that time was Abby Draper. Shuffled her feet a little bit, but no travel. Instead, it's a foul on the shot. And Draper heading to the line for two. That's on Madison Hall. And her hand was on the ball. I just do not know. First free throw up and no good. Draper will shoot one more. On the season, Abby Draper, 77.3% from the free throw line. Here comes the second, and that one falls. So she splits the pair. The Bison with 3 points in the third quarter, all coming from the free throw line. 2:44 to go in the third. The Bobcats lead by 20 now, 43-23, and another full court press look for the Bison. Bunyan looking to break it herself. Goes behind her back in the backcourt, working to get it across. Throws to Dykstra. You got 1 second. They get it across right before the 10-second call. Up top, Bunyan taking her dribble, gets it to Barry. Bison fall back into his own defense. Barry has it on the right wing, swings it across. Bunyan goes into the high post. Dykstra turns, gets it back out to Bunyan. Bunyan pump fakes, sends it into a cutting Barry. Barry goes up with it in traffic, and it's blocked by the Bison. I believe it was Schulte who got her hand on that one. Schulte in transition kicks it out. 3 on the way from Hamling. That's no good. Rebound brought down by Hall, and Hall is fouled. She'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Great job by Hall, going strong to that ball, getting out of traffic and attracting the foul that time, as Hall will head to the line for 2 shots. She was shooting 57% from the free throw line heading into conference play, but a couple of nice games against Idaho State and Weber State has that percentage up to 64.5. Here she is at the line. First free throw from Hall is up and good. Before her second, Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between the University of Montana and Montana State University. It's all sports, all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. Second free throw from Jack is up and good. It's a 22-point Bobcat lead, their largest of the ball game. 45-23, 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Near side, Evans, guarded by Hall, gets a screen. Going downhill, she switched onto Hine. On the drive, switches back out onto Hall. Now she kicks it out top. Koenig dumps it off to Schulte. Schulte's dribble is deflected. Now they swing it back to the left side. Hamling drives downhill, puts it up, scoop shot in the lane, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bunyan, and Bunyan is fouled on the board. That'll send Izzy Bunyan to the line for 2 free throws. Perks of being in the bonus as Bunyan heads to the line. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. First free throw from Bunyan rolls out, no good. She'll shoot one more. Bunyan tonight with 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 2 rebounds as well. Here comes Bunyan's second, and it's good. We got a whistle. Looks like a substitution. Madison Hall will check out. KJ Lamardo back in the game. Hall with 13 points right now, having a monster night, 5 of 7 from the field, and a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Schulte, across half court, gets by Bunyan. Now gets it to Evans. Evans, off the dribble. Hedge from Hine. She passes to the elbow. Simon takes a jumper. No good. Rebound pulled down by Brooke Berry, and Berry will push in transition. Berry looking to get downhill. It's knocked loose, out of bounds. Last touch by North Dakota State. And they'll have Izzy Bunyan take it out from the baseline. We'll see what Coach Bin draws up. They'll line up in a bit of a box formation here. Dykstra gets the catch, looking for Bunyan in the corner. Instead, she pivots, starts working to her left hand, now passes up top to Lamardo. Lamardo off the bounce, left side lane line, pivots to her right, kicks it out. Bunyan pump fakes. Bunyan driving downhill, puts up a scoop shot with her left hand, no good. Weak side O-board, Hine, put back off the glass and good for 2. And we got a foul on Brooke Berry immediately off the inbound pass, and that'll send the Bison to the line. Berry tried to get aggressive there defending the inbounder and just reached in a little too hard. Contact on the arm will send the Bison to the line for 2. Bobcats leading by 25 points, 48-23. Heading to the free throw line is Abby Schulte. Schulte on the season, 76.7% free throw shooter entering tonight's contest. Her first free throw is up and no good. The Bison now on the day are 4 of 7 from the stripe. There are only 3 points in this third quarter coming from the free throw line. Here comes the second. It's up and good. 48-24 the score. A minute to go in the third. Bobcats will get it across half court. No, they won't. Bunyan's pass deflected, and a shot on the other end by North Dakota State. Schulte is no good, and now Bunyan will get it across some pressure again. This time she dribbles it over herself. Near side, Lamardo working back out top. Lamardo, now Dykstra. Dykstra out on the three-point line, dribbles to her left, hands off to Berry. Berry rejects the screen from Hine, kicks it out to Dykstra. Dykstra, far corner, still 10 on the shot clock. Looking for a screen. Instead, she passes up top. Bunyan, 5 on the shot clock. Drives lane, kicks it out. Berry, 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound brought down by North Dakota State. That time it was Conan coming up with that one. Conan gets it up to Schulte. Bison can play for last shot here. 18 on the game clock here. Shot clock turned off in the third quarter. And a drive from Conan, and she's hand-checked by Mara Dykstra. So 2 more free throws coming for Avery Conan. And I've called her Koenig a couple times tonight. My apologies. Very used to that name with Matt Koenig, who plays for the Lady Grizz. Natalie Picton will check in. Brooke Berry will check out. At the line, Conan. Here comes her first free throw, and it's no good. Another miss at the line for North Dakota State. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. Second free throw from Conan is up and good, and it's 48-25. Cats lead by 23. Dykstra inbounds to Picton. Picton looking to get it across the press. She breaks 2 defenders down, kicks it out. Bunyan, left corner. No, she pump fakes, drives. Floater from the baseline. Bunyan, no good. O-board by Lamardo. She's got 3 seconds to put it back up. She does, but no good on the block, and that'll run things out for Montana State. 48-23 the score, 48-25 the score on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. We'll go ahead and take a break, and 0 made field goals for North Dakota State in the third quarter. A heck of a defensive effort so far from the Bobcats. They look to wrap things up in the fourth. When we come back, this is Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time. At participating McDonald's. When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app. At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
As a Montana parent, I want to be at my best for my child. I've learned that if I want to be at my best, then I need to take care of myself. ParentingMontana.org has podcast episodes about taking care of my own health and well-being, improving my relationship with my parenting partner, and supporting my child's physical and mental health. I found the podcast to be informative, relatable, and I can tune in whenever I have time. ParentingMontana.org. Tools for your child's success.
Brought to you by SAMHSA and Montana DPHHS.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
Alrighty, back from the break. Time for the fourth quarter here in Bozeman. Daniel Salle inside the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. 48-25. The Cats lead North Dakota State by 23, and they just held North Dakota State to 0 made field goals in the third quarter. All 5 of NDSU's points coming from the free throw line as the Bobcats will start out with the ball. And it looks like North Dakota State will play some zone. Left side, Madison Hall with it. Looking for the corner. No, she gets it inside to Jansen. Jansen out to the corner. Lamardo drives into a double team, finds a cutting. Hall takes one dribble, puts it up off the glass, and good. Madison Hall with a bucket. She's got 15 tonight. 50-25, the Cats lead, and that's one heck of an assist by KJ Lamardo. Brought to you by Aware Mental Health Services. Far side with it, Krasinski. Throws it inside. Pass deflected by Jansen, then knocked out of bounds. Last touch by a North Dakota State player. No, last touch by Jansen, they'll say. And the Bison keep it with 13 on the shot clock. Inbounding from the baseline, it's Ellie Evans. Evans looking to throw it long. She does. Picton goes up, high points it, tips it, and Jansen comes up with the steal. Pass up ahead to Picton. Picton in transition. Scoop shot off the window and good. 52-25. 4 quick points. That's out of the gate here in the fourth quarter. Left side with it is Evans. Evans guarded by Lamardo. Up top. Now far side, Krasinski. She drives, kicks it out. Near side with the ball again is Hamling. Hamling spins to her left downhill, and Jansen pokes it out, but they call a foul. All ball. Very questionable. That's another steal going the other way for the Bobcats, but not tonight, I guess. Inbounding from the baseline, it's George. Correction, Graham. Now the steal by Natalie Picton. She throws it up ahead to Lamardo. Lamardo. Now to Picton. Picton slowly setting it up top. Near side with the ball, Lamardo. Lamardo rejects the screen from Jansen. Stops at her right. Dribbles to the left. Now swings it up top to Dykstra. Dykstra fakes the handoff to Picton. Passes off left side to Hall. Hall dumps it down to Lamardo. Now back out top with it is Jansen. Jansen, 5 on the shot clock. Dump down to Dykstra. Dykstra, spin move to the left. Baby hook off the window and good. (54-25). The Bobcats leading by 29 points here. Heck of a start to this fourth quarter, excuse me. Far side, Hamling. Looking to drive, stops at the free throw line, picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Graham. Graham crosses over around Picton. Little step through move, scoop shot in the lane is no good. Correction, it's good. I don't know why I said that. 7:55 to play. Here's Lamardo in transition, dumps it down. Hall wide open underneath the basket, puts it up off the glass and good. Nice find in transition by Lamardo, and Hall finishes it. She's got 17 points, matching her total from Sunday's win against Weber State. Far side, Hamling, guarded by Dykstra, swings it up top to Draper. Draper, now Schulte. Schulte looking to get around Lamardo, instead drives left side, switch from Jansen, and a foul called on Jansen. We'll see if that's on the floor or on the shot. I think it'll be on the shot. Yeah, they'll say 2 shots. Simon checking in as well as Conan. And now entering the game for the Bobcats, it's Malia Egan and Lindsey Hine, Taylor Jansen and Madison Hall checking out. Again, a 29-point Bobcat lead, 56-27. The Bison just hit their first field goal of the second half just a moment ago off the layup from, it was Abby Graham who had the layup, as the first free throw is up and good from Schulte. before her second. This game is presented by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food, order from anywhere, and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. Second free throw is good. North Dakota State with 9 points in the second half total, 7 of them coming from the free throw line. Malia Egan against some pressure, loses it, and it's a turnover by Montana State. (56-27) the score. 7:22 to go in the ball game. Far side. With it is Hamling. Hamling on the drive, up over Bunyan, shot up, blocked by Bunyan, but they'll say she was fouled. Alrighty, so the foul's on Bunyan. That's her second of the ball game. Third on the Bobcats here in the fourth quarter, and Hamling stepping up to the line. Here comes her first shot, and it's up and good before her second. In Montana, parenting is important to us. Figuring it out doesn't come easy. In the ParentingMontana.org podcast, we talk with experts about the challenges and the joys of being in a parenting role. ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success. Alrighty. Bobcats with the ball back. They lead 56-31. Malia Egan left side, driving down the lane, pulls up into a floater and draws the foul. Malia Egan playing role of the aggressor here following her turnover, and will head to the line for 2 free throws. A lot of fouls here in this second half. Entirely different ball game compared to what we saw in the first half. And really the change in momentum there, first free throw up from Egan is no good. But the change in momentum came when Coach Binford asked them to review a play on Caitlin Lamardo where she got fouled. It was not called. She wanted it to be reviewed for flagrant. They did. They deemed that there was no harmful intentional contact as Egan misses her second. But they did say that they missed the call on a common foul on that play. And since then, there's been a lot of whistles. Far side, Schulte. She swings it up top to Conan. Conan to Hamling. Hamling has it on the wing guarded by Picton. Pulls up into a jumper from the short corner. It's good. 56-33. The Bobcats still in the driver's seat. Picton up ahead. Egan, left corner. She's going to drive in. Pivot, kick it out to Picton, and now Picton will slow down the offense for the Bobcats. No need to hurry. 6:37 to go. You got a 23-point lead. You really don't need to rush into any shots. Up top, Picton. Now left side, Bunyan. Bunyan back up top to Picton. Now Bunyan again, left wing. Pivots, 5 on the shot clock. High post, Dykstra turns, faces, kicks it out. Bunyan, corner, 3. Oh, no good. A little bit long that time. The rebound is corralled by Conan. Conan with a long pass up ahead in transition to, oh, we got a blocking foul. It was Hamling who got the catch and ran Picton smooth over. And I'm not sure how you make that call. Hall will check in and give Picton a break. Picton putting her body on the line, clearly beat the offensive player to the spot. Nothing called. Well, there was something called. It was just on the wrong team. Here's the first free throw. Hamling, it's up and good. She'll shoot one more. Coach Binford voicing her opinion. Second free throw on the way is up and good. 56-39. It's back to a 21-point lead. That's an 8-0 run by North Dakota State. Dykstra in the backcourt, going against the press, gets it to Bunyan. Bunyan crosses over, gets it back to Dykstra, who breaks the press. Now Bunyan will get the Bobcats into their offense. Looks like a zone look for North Dakota State. Egan back up top to Bunyan. Dykstra at the elbow. Now Bunyan looking back for Dykstra. 8 on the shot clock. Now Hine comes up to the nail, gets the catch, and travels. Tried to pivot and pass the ball out, but dragged that foot. With the ball is North Dakota State. Leah McKenzie has it. 5:45 to go, taking it up the floor. Near side with the ball is Graham. Graham swings it up top to Draper. Draper guarded by Hine. Now left side McKenzie guarded by Hall. Finds the cutter. It's Draper into traffic. She's double teamed by Hine and Bunyan. She steps through the 2 defenders, puts it up, and is fouled on the shot. That's on Hine. And 2 more free throws coming from North Dakota State. Abby Draper stepping to the line. Again, shooting over 77% from the stripe coming into today's game. The Bison, 12 of 16 from the free throw line. First one from Draper is up and no good. It's a new season at Kohl's with everyday styles and great prices. You can get more of what you want for less. Find go-tos for going everywhere and perfect picks for your home. Shop Kohl's at Kohls.com today. Free throw is up and good. It's down to a 20-point Bobcat lead, 56-36, 5:28 left in this ball game. Hall helping to break the press in the backcourt. He pulls it back on McKenzie and gets it across to Bunyan. Bunyan will set up the offense for Montana State. She swings it over to Hall. Now back to Bunyan up top. High post looking for Jansen, and Jansen is fouled. They got Draper for that one. Inbounding right in front of the scorer's table here near side is Malia Egan, freshman out of Colstrip, playing some minutes tonight. Up top, Bunyan. Bunyan, left side, Hall. Hall, back up top to Bunyan. Now Hall again. She thinks about the three, doesn't take it. Swings it back up top. 8 on the shot clock. Left side, Hall with it again. She got to do something. 4 seconds, gets it to Bunyan. Deep three from the logo off the rim. That's no good. Rebound. Jansen gets 2 hands on it. We got a tie-up. Possession arrow favors North Dakota State. And Bunyan kind of running out of time there. Just got the catch. Had space, but she was also 5 feet behind the three-point line and didn't really have a choice but to take that one. We got a media timeout, our final of the ball game, so we'll go ahead and take it. 56 to 36, the score on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. Bobcats lead the Bison by 20. We'll take a break. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Back from the break, Daniel Salle here from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 56 to 36. The Bobcats lead with 4:52 to go in this one over North Dakota State. We'll pause for station identification. This is Bobcat basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
And a steal by Malia Egan out of the break. She takes it to the other end for a finger roll. She breaks the 9-0 Bison run with a bucket. Defense turned into offense from the freshman, Malia Egan. McKenzie on the left side. Hands it off. Here's a driving crossover from Taryn Hamling. Step back three, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Bison. And here's a shot up on the other end. Step through move from Graham. Shot up, no good, but another O-board by the Bison. Put back from Draper is good, and she draws the foul. That's on Izzy Bunyan. Her third personal. Bunyan with 5 points tonight. and Bunyan will check out now. Stepping up to the line, it's Draper. Couple bounces from Draper, free throw up and good. Near side, Malia Egan looking to break the press. She gets it up ahead to Hall. Hall has the release, gets it to Egan. Egan will get around her defender now into the paint. She stops, dumps it off. Jansen goes up with it, and she is fouled. Taylor Jansen heading to the line for 2 free throws. Nice find there from Malia Egan. Here's Jansen. Jansen on the season, shooting 75% from the free throw line coming into tonight's game. Her first free throw is up and good. Now with only 3 points in the game, just 1 of 3 from the field. Now 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Couple more dribbles from Jansen. Her second one is up and good. And don't forget, folks, after this one, we got Game 2 of tonight's Big Sky Summit League doubleheader featuring the Montana State men's basketball team and Oral Roberts, who's visiting, and they've made the last 2 NCAA tournaments and should be a good one here from the Brick. I will not be doing a post-game show, but Keaton will take over as soon as tip-off comes in because it's a short gap between the 2 games, so eliminated the post-game show from the women's game and the pre-game show for the men's game, and Malia Egan fouled there in the backcourt following the bucket from North Dakota State. 60-41 is the score. But again, Keaton Galogli on the call for that game with Brian Preby, and they will go live right at 7:30 or however long it takes. They're going to be delayed because they'll give them a minimum 30 minutes of warm-up from this one. So I'm not sure if Keaton will go right live at tip-off or live at 7:30, but he will go live eventually, and I will not have a post-game show. So to hear from Coach Binford, you'll have to wait until Saturday or come to Ribbon Chop House next Tuesday for Cat Chat. Left side in the corner, Jansen has it, takes a dribble to her right, now pass it out top to Egan. Now near side, Barry. She's going to take a dribble, dump it down low. Nice find, Taylor Jansen, and 1! And Barry took 1 dribble from her left, split the 2 defenders at the right elbow, jumped up in the air. It looked like she was going to take a pull-up jumper, but saw Jansen standing there in the paint with a good seal, dumped it into her. Open look for Jansen. Defender came over late, fouled her, got the bucket. Now Taylor Jansen will have a chance for a 3-point play. Madison Hall will check out of the game to a large ovation from the crowd here in Bozeman. 17 points tonight for her on 7 of 9 shooting with 5 rebounds to go with it. Jansen with the free throw completes the 3-point play. Bobcats lead by 22. She'll check out as well to a nice ovation as Hine re-enters the game. So it's Egan, Johnson, Barry, Hine, and Bunyan out on the floor now for the Bobcats. 3 freshmen, 4 if you include Brooke Barry, technically a redshirt freshman. Down low with the ball, it's Draper. She's double-teamed, kicks it out to McKenzie. Now another swing pass to Graham. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Izzy Bunyan. Bunyan in transition will slow it down as she crosses half court. Hine sets her a screen. Now Bunyan's up top. Barry cuts. Bunyan looking for something. She picked up her dribble, and we got a 5-second call. No, a timeout called by Coach Binford. So 30-second timeout called by the Cats, or out of media timeout, so we won't get into that right now. But again, like I said, no post-game show, which is normally sponsored by Ribbon Chop House. I'll talk for a couple minutes once we wrap up here, but then we'll cut it out, and then Keaton Galogli will chime in about 30 minutes from the conclusion of this game to bring you Game 2 tonight's doubleheader between the MSU men and Oral Roberts. But again, don't forget to come meet MSU basketball coaches Matt Logie and Tricia Binford at the Montana Ribbon Chop House on Tuesday nights from 6:30 to 7:30 for the MSU Basketball Cat Chat radio show. The voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Galogli, will interview coaches Logie and Binford along with players. So come join the fun as great Bobcat and Ribbon Chop House prizes will be raffled off. Alrighty, timeout over with. Izzy Bunyan inbounding from the near sideline. She gets it into Egan. Egan out top. Here's a screen from Hine. Egan on the drive, working through traffic, puts it up with her right, off the glass, no good. O-board, Brooke Barry, she dumps it back off to Hine. Hine steps through traffic, puts it up with her left hand, that's no good. And an offensive rebound pulled down by Ella Johnson. Now Egan has it back out to Bunyan. Bobcats can use up some more clock. They lead by 22 with under 2.5 minutes to play. Left side, Ella Johnson. Hands it off to Egan. Egan takes a jab step with her left, starts dribbling to her right, pocket picked, and coming up with it are the Bison for a steal. But Egan knocks it loose across half court, and now we have a tie-up possession arrow. Favors Montana State. So Egan there out top, lost it, chased it down. Coming up with the ball was Leah McKenzie, but Egan was able to pull it back out and, I guess, force a tie-up, I should say, and a jump ball gives it back to the Bobcats. 10 to play. With it out top, Malia Egan. Looking to go near side. She gets it to Bunyan, and a foul off the ball on Abby Graham. She knocked Brooke Berry to the ground, and Berry will head to the line for 2 free throws. Berry at the line. She'll shoot 2. Deep breath from Berry. First free throw on the way is good. She'll shoot 1 more. Berry back at the line. And here's the second on the way. That one's no good. Long bounce rebounded by Simon. Simon trapped by Hine, and Johnson passes it out to McKenzie, who will push it up the floor. With it in transition is Taryn Hamling. She dumps it out to Graham, and Graham will slow it down. Now drive from the left wing. Step through move, kicks it out. 3 on the way from Taryn Hamling. Off the rim, no good. Rebound brought down on the defensive end by Malia Egan, and she'll slow it down as she crosses half court. Now Bunyan. Hands it off to Berry. Berry right side. Up top now Johnson. Johnson dribbles to her left, throws the entry to Hine, and Hine fouled as she receives the pass, and that'll earn her 2 free throws. Simon called for that one. Again, not on the shot, just on the pass, but we are in the bonus, as we just saw with that foul on Brooke Berry away from the ball. So Lindsey Hine heading to the stripe. Hine tonight, 8 points, 4 or 6 from the field. Here's her first. Long, no good. She'll shoot 1 more. Couple more dribbles from Hine. Here comes the second free throw, and that one falls. 65-41. It's been an absolute performance of domination by the Bobcats tonight. 1.5 minutes to play in the ball game. McKenzie, guarded by Egan, at the wing left side, gets a screen, working around it, picks up her dribble, throws the lob down low to Conan. Conan pump fakes over Bunyan, goes up with the shot, and knocks it down for 2. Now a 22-point Bobcat lead. 1:12 to go. Time slowly winding away here in the brick. Bunyan looking to break the press, throws it up ahead to Egan. Egan to Berry. Berry left side, pump fakes, drives, kicks back out to Bunyan, and the Bobcats will slow it down. Bunyan out top, guarded by McKenzie. 13 on the shot clock. Looking for Hine. Hine doubled. Looks like zone look for North Dakota State. 6 on the shot clock. Inside, Johnson, pull-up jumper, no good. O-board pulled down by Hine. She'll get it back out top to Bunyan. Bunyan pump fakes from the three-point line, drives. Floater from Bunyan in the middle of the paint, no good. Rebound brought down by the Bison. McKenzie will get it out of the scrum and take it across half court. Things winding down here now. 27 seconds to go, 21 on the shot clock. Far side, Abby Graham drives by Berry and is fouled on the ground, hand check, but the Bobcats also in the bonus, so that'll send Graham to the free throw line. Again, Graham at the line. Here comes the first free throw from Graham, up and good. And the Bison, again, they had 20 points going into the half. They've scored 24 points in the second half, but in the fourth quarter, they've scored 18 of those, make it 19. Is it 65-45? Egan gets it across half court, gets it to Brooke Berry. But this half, North Dakota State just 5 of 25 and 0 for 10 from 3. Bobcats will dribble it out. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Egan back to Bunyan, and that'll do it from the brick here tonight. The Bobcats beat North Dakota State 65-45. Your final on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. And again, an absolute defensive masterclass by Montana State here in front of their home fans. The Bobcats win their first game of this 2-game stretch against the Summit League over a tough Bison team. And I'm not going to go to break here because we don't have a post-game show, but I will wrap things up here for a second. And looking at the box score, the Bobcats finished this game 25 of 52 from the field, 3 of 10 from 3. Those 3-pointers brought to you by Wendy's, and 11 of 16 from the free throw line. For the Cats, 10 assists on 25 made baskets. Those assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. And once again, defensively, Bobcats couldn't have played better. When you hold the team to 0 field goals in one whole quarter like they just did tonight, very impressive, and they should be very proud of that performance. They got a big one coming up here this weekend as they take on South Dakota State in Brookings. The men will also be playing South Dakota State in Brookings on Saturday. It'll be a doubleheader. and it's going to be 2 o'clock Central Time, so 1 o'clock Mountain Time tip-off in Brookings. So that could make for a fun afternoon, fun way to spend your Saturday. And then the men will come on immediately after. That's a 3:15 Mountain Time tip-off and a 4:15 local time, Central Time tip-off. Right now, South Dakota State, they're 7-5 on the year. They are currently trailing Northern Arizona by 4 in Flagstaff with 1:40 to play in the third quarter. So if you'd like, keep an eye on that one. Obviously, you can go to the website, find your live stats just like you do for the Bobcat games. And don't forget that on Tuesday nights, you can come meet coaches Matt Logie and Trisha Binford at Ribbon Chop House from 6:30 to 7:30 for the MSU Bobcat Basketball Cat Chat radio show. Again, Keaton Galogly hosting that one as he will be on the call for the second game tonight between Montana State and Oral Roberts. But it was fun. I was there last night. Madison Hall and Eddie Turner were there as well, signing autographs, and Coach Ben and Coach Logie had a lot of good things to say. The Bobcats now, after this win, are 8-6 on the season. And again, they were just 4-6 not too long ago. And they've just done a really great job. Actually, they're 3-6. They've won 5 in a row now, all of them coming at home. Of course, those wins against Wyoming and North Texas before the break, and then coming out of Christmas, winning their first 2 Big Sky games against ISU and Weber State before coming in tonight and getting a 20-point win over North Dakota State. Your final on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard, 65-45. And real quick, we'll do our McDonald's post-game delivery of the game, sponsored by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. And tonight, who else but Madison Hall, 7 of 9 from the field for her. The senior, 17 points for back-to-back games. 2 of the last 3 they've had 17. She had 13 on Sunday against Weber State, but she is playing some of the best basketball in her time as a Bobcat right here and right now. If you haven't gotten down to watch this young lady, please do. She had that game-winning shot against Idaho State last Friday, and again, 7 of 9 from the field with 5 rebounds. Can't really complain there. But that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Here from the Brick, the Bobcats get the win 65-45 over North Dakota State, a defensive masterclass by Coach Binford and this Bobcat team. We're going to go ahead and sign off tonight, but give it 30 minutes. You'll be hearing from Keaton Galogly here courtside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, bringing you Game 2 between Montana State men and Oral Roberts. Again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Trevor back in the studio. This has been a presentation of Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Bobcat Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, here to help you through all life's events, big and small. Visit rmcu.net to find out more. Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild series. First Interstate Bank, built for you. And by Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Bobcats Sports Network.